Hi, I'm RJ Baxter with Fairway Independent Mortgage with your tip of the week. Should you rent or should you buy a home in Denver? Or for that matter, no matter where you are, should you rent or buy right now? I mean, is real estate too high? Is now the right time to buy a home? Or should you just keep on renting and wait for the right opportunity? I mean, there's lifestyle considerations like, is this really where you want to put down roots, build a family, those kinds of things. But I want to look at the financial considerations of buying now versus renting. So I want to show you some statistics. Let's go to my desktop and I want to show you a few things about whether you should rent or buy right now.
All right, so here we are at my desktop, and I just want to run you guys through a report that I drew up for you. If you're a renter looking at this, this is an example of the cost of waiting to buy a home right now. So if you were to continue to wait to buy a home and continue to rent, this is how much it might potentially cost you. So first of all, the first part of this report, it shows property values over the course of 3 years. And this is a forecast based on economic forecasts of some experts in the industry on what they think home values are going to do specific to our market, to Denver County, you'll see here. And I agree with this forecast. I've talked about it on other videos, and we just have a shortage of supply of housing, and people continue to move to Colorado. Despite the COVID situation, there's just way more demand than there is supply. And anytime you're talking about high demand versus low supply in economics, that tends to lead to price increases. So the forecast is over 3 years, a 13.48% increase in home values. So that means the same house that was $600,000 right now could be worth as much as $680,000 in 3 years. So we're going to talk about how that translates to payment, down payment, and those kinds of things. So the next part is how much you'd have to borrow, assuming, now this is assuming 5% down, which is a good solid entry-level mortgage. You can put a little bit less down, but this is a 5% down conventional loan based on a 2.65% interest rate. Now, rates could increase over time too, and we're showing here how the down payment increases because it's based on a percentage of the sales price. But also in this forecast, we have the interest rate the same, 2.625. And although I think rates will stay low here in the short term, rates could be higher in 2 or 3 years also, which would impact your payment. But we're just going to assume rates are going to stay where they are right now for this forecast. And then the final component with 5% down, you're going to have mortgage insurance. That shows this down here as far as what that is monthly. So the next section, it shows the appreciation in a graph format, and then the increase in your payments over time, how much the payment goes up. So right now, the payment is, let me see if it shows it up here. It doesn't. Let's see. Where is the payment on this chart? But it shows roughly $3,050 right now, and it will increase to close to $3,400 for the same exact house in 3 years. And that's assuming interest rates stay the same. Down below here, it shows the difference in payment over, if you wait 6 months, the payment's $51 a month higher. 3 years, $351 a month higher, assuming the same interest rate. And then over here, it shows your loss in wealth creation, basically. So you're going to lose $80,884 in appreciation in your home. And then you're going to lose $39,000 in amortization. In other words, in 3 years, you're going to contribute $39,000 to principal reduction. You're going to pay down your mortgage by that much over 3 years. So that's kind of like putting money in a savings account that you can then recover one day when you sell the house. So you take those two things combined, almost $120,000 lost over 3 years because of waiting. And then I've got some more graphical versions of this down below, just showing the appreciation loss, the amortization loss, how much more money you're going to need in order to close on the house in 2-3 years, and then the loss in cash flow. So this is where it shows how the payment increases over time. So a very eye-opening analysis. And if you want to take a look at your specific situation or have me run this for you at a different price point, I'm happy to do that for you. And we can look at whether you can truly qualify for the mortgage for the house that you want and what that payment would look like specific to your situation. So just give me a call. My number is up here, my email address. I'd be happy to talk to you about it. And you guys have a great rest of your day. Thanks a lot.